You're getting a sneak peek at how easy this is, and I'm gonna try something. I'm actually gonna make the crust myself. So we're gonna make it together, okay? I think we can do this. So you can always buy the graham cracker crust just already in the baking aisle. So add it to your cart or go grab it, and you can absolutely do that. You can get gluten-free options as well, but we're gonna make it and gonna see how easy it is. Okay, so we're gonna put this on hold for a second, but we're making this no-bake, no-brainer berry cheesecake. Okay, so it says on the Honey Made box, crush 22 Honey Made wafers and then combine with a 1/4 cup of melted non-hydrogenated margarine or butter and press into a 9-inch spring form pan. We're not doing that. We're using the circle ones. I'm gonna just actually melt it right in there. So I'm gonna do it off camera, but I'm gonna do 1/4 cup. There's always those measurements. I don't know if you guys can see them. There's measurements there. So we're gonna do 1/4 cup, and we're gonna do that. That's about that. And then we're gonna go in there. What I'm gonna do, just cut right down, pull it out. I'm gonna take that paper off, and we're just gonna microwave it right in the silicone bakeware, because if you guys know me, you know that I'm all about not doing dishes. So while that's melting, I'm gonna put that in the microwave for, let's just go 12 seconds. And then we're gonna do 22 of the crackers. Now I'm confused, so I don't know if they consider that half. They come in big long things. Is that one, or is this one? So I'm gonna go with this is one. I still don't think this is right. 22 of these, okay? So let's go check this out. And still not melted. We really wanna melt it. So I'm gonna show you a trick. So you're like, Sandra, that's crackers, how do I get it? So I'm gonna show you my little trick. So it says 22. I don't know, we'll see. I'll know by the consistency. That's 1, 2, let's just say 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? 8, 10, 12, here. 12, and that's 14, 16, 20, 22. Supposedly that's 22 if we're going by like the little thin things, and that makes me feel like that's not enough. So I'm just gonna crunch, and you're just, sorry so you guys can see. My phone didn't charge last night, so I'm hooked up to a cord that you cannot see. You're probably like, Sandra, that's not good enough. No, it's not good enough. So I'm gonna show you what I do. You can use this or a rolling pin. So just take this. Be aware that any of these things could puncture the bag, so go a little easy, but just honestly, you're just gonna take and kind of crush it and kind of move the bag around a little bit. And Ben's trying to make his constant swear. It's like the Oscars around here. Okay, so as you can see, that goes way better. You're just gonna crush them with anything. If you have a rolling pin, you go at her. I don't know if you guys have any other extra tools that you guys use, but I do this, and it seems to work really good because it's just about crushing them, but it can puncture the bag, so I use a freezer bag. So supposedly that's 22 of the other ones, but let's see. I'm thinking it might be a different idea. Go away, Ben, please. And let's go make sure. And it's still not melted. So we're gonna go for one more, Betsy. So I think that's probably gonna be about 30 to 40 seconds for you guys. And I don't think that's gonna be enough. I really don't think that's gonna get to the bottom. So I'm just gonna use a whole sleeve and see what happens. Minus a couple that I just have to taste test. The brain injury. So here we go. I'm just gonna zip this up because knowing me, it's just gonna end up on the floor. And here we go. And what you're just gonna do is dump it into the pan that we're already then going to be putting in the other stuff. So here we go. And then get that really crushed really good. Roll it. No joke. You can get the kids to do this if you have kids or grandkids visiting. You know what? Always a good thing to do. Don't forget, you're probably like, Sandra, why do I have the graham crackers? It's s'mores season. So this is a great way of saving money. Instead of having to like wait for the crust, but you have graham crackers. Get the graham crackers, then you're ready to go for s'more season. And you also have this for graham cracker crust because I love graham cracker crust. Obviously, these ones are not gluten-free. You can get them that are gluten-free. I just like crushing it. You know what? Who doesn't like crushing it in the kitchen? So I'm gonna try to get that as much as I can. And get that. Seems like a more reasonable amount, but we'll see what happens here. And there we go. So I've got a lot more melted. So I'm gonna move this around, try to get a little bit more melted. And what I'm going to do, get my 3-in-1 as per normal, right? And I'm gonna kind of just stir it around so you can see how it'll actually melt. The more that you separate that butter is the more that it will melt. So that looks, honestly, I just love butter. Okay, so we're gonna put this at the bottom. It's supposed to make 1 9-inch. Maybe I did do too much. This has gotta. So we're supposed to mix it. I'm gonna hold off. That's wow, Sandra. It might have been actually 21 of those little things. Okay. I don't know. This is looking kind of more like a slurry. I've done this before, but I've never done it by weave. Like, do you know what I mean? Like those. That was really weird. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna need more. That's a lot of butter. A lot of butter. Oh. You want it to really not be wet, so yeah, I guess it was a whole sleeve. I'm gonna go with a whole sleeve. So we still gotta add more, and that is still kind of wet. Not too impressed with that. Yep, that would be a whole sleeve, people. A sleeve, just say a sleeve. Just say a sleeve of these, okay? That'd be nice. Or just like a cup of crushed, you know, something like that. I feel like this is a lot. This is really a lot on the bottom. But we're gonna do it because we're gonna fill to the top. A-okay. And I like this because I can pull it back. And sorry, I'm gonna put you on do not disturb. There we go. Sometimes I forget to put it on do not disturb, and then people are see that I'm I'm available, but I'm like, I'm not because I'm doing the live. I can't talk right now. I will get back to your questions in a second. So I'm just gonna press that. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm just gonna press really and just get that. It's gonna be yummy. Okay, so that's how you do it. And then you just leave it, and it's a no bake crust too. If you want, you can toast it in the oven and whatever, that's fine, but not necessary. Yep, that was a whole sleeve. And dude, get down. I love you, but get down. I left the window open because I like hearing the birds, and then the cats really like hearing the birds. So these poor animals. Ben got a taste of the outdoor life yesterday, unfortunately. You read my message. Okay, so that is a sleeve and a 1/4 cup of butter from the Honey Maid box. Okay, that is looking perfect. Okay, look. So see, perfect. Looks like a crust. We made it! Yay! Okay, so perfect, done. Put that pot away for now. And the graham crackers. Now we can actually make this. So in a microwavable bowl, we're gonna combine 1 tablespoon of the mix and 1/3 cup of frozen raspberries. So I'm gonna go show you how to do that. So remember these prep bowls? Super awesome. And there is actually between 1/4 and 1/2. That's our 1/3. So I'm actually just gonna take some out of the freezer and we're gonna microwave it that way. That's a way. I like raspberries. I do have fresh, there's a little bit of butter here. I do have fresh strawberries, but we're gonna do the recipe the original way, and you guys can change up the berries however you see fit. And you don't have to use berries, you can use cherries as well. So you're gonna take those frozen, and it's gonna be basically 1/3 of because it's a 1 cup pretzel and I like a lot of raspberries, but you're gonna think this is, honestly, this gels. So it actually turns into like a gel, which is awesome. And I'm just gonna take prep scissors, here we go. And we're gonna take 1 tablespoon, right? Was it 1 tablespoon? Yep. Where is my measuring? Here we go. So many purple. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a look-see here. There's a lot of the summer berry in there. So if you're wondering where all of your summer berry orders went, in here. Okay, so we're gonna put 1 tablespoon. Right, table. Put that in there. And then it just says, we're gonna microwave it uncovered for 1 minute or until hot. So away it goes into the microwave, 1 minute. And that part's pretty much done. I'm gonna stir it, we're gonna mash it together, we're gonna set it aside in the fridge. And then with the stand mixer or hand mixer, we're gonna beat 1 brick, right? So cream cheese and then the remaining mix. And then we're gonna add 1.5 cups of the whipping cream. Okay, so this is how this is gonna go because I'm attached to this. I'm gonna move the mixer over here so you guys can see it. Hopefully that'll be a-okay. Look at this, I don't even have to pick it up. Just slide it across. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so you're gonna take this, not this, okay, because this is gonna get very, it's very thick at first, and then we're gonna thin it out. We're gonna thin it out with the thing. So all we're gonna do, we're gonna check the raspberries in a second. All we're gonna do is take that cream cheese, right? I love these ones. Remember the olden days where you had to like open it up? I love this. This is my favorite. You can even mix it in there. But then you do this. It's like lovely, and there's the measurements on the side too. Look at this. What? And then I'm just gonna take the knife and get any little last bits, because you know what? Everybody needs to get that right in there. Don't want to miss any good stuff. Okay, and that's gonna go in recycling. And okay, that's all it is that and the rest of the mix. That's it. You keep the recipe on hand right now. And this is gonna do a little hot skip and a jump. I know this because when the cream cheese is not super soft, this guy doesn't like it too much. So I'm gonna actually lock it on this side and just get it kind of going. And I'm gonna get the raspberries. So as you can see, we've got that raspberry sauce right there. Cat's probably just trying to, no more birds. No more birds. So you're gonna see this right here. It's a nice kind of berry sauce slash compote jam. Okay, so if you don't like this, you can do strawberries, blueberries. So there's blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, cherries. Let me know what you like for like any fruits on a cheesecake or in a cheesecake. Dude, nope. I just have to keep up doing that. So they say to put this in the fridge. That's a-okay. I'm just gonna leave it out. The reason to put it in the fridge is so it gels more and it's not gonna coagulate when you actually add this all in. So because you're now attached, this is the great part is, woo-hoo-hoo, can actually give you guys a look-see of what it looks like. So let's give you a nice little look. Hopefully you guys can see that. And it's beautiful and it looks great. So it's already mixed. The reason to use a mixer is because it is really tough to get it all together. And then we're just gonna add this in, 1.5 cups. And you guys know me, I just use a prep bowl, right? So here we go. Let's make sure, because my brain always plays tricks on the numbers. 1.5 cups. That's right. So we're gonna scrape the bowl, then gradually add this in. So I'm gonna take another 3-in-1 that doesn't have the crusties on it. and just make sure that it's scraped away from the sides. I'm gonna unlock it, just trying to get it down, because we really are just gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Put that there for a second. So fill it up to the prep bowl top. Oh, people! Oh, lordy, lordy. I'm past 40. Hello! Open up. Oh, my Lanta. I can feel it. It's just that one. Roll. Come here. There we go. I mean business. I mean business. Okay, here we go. Finally. What the heck? Okay. I really don't want you to have dairy these days. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to do one whole cup right up to the top. Now you guys are probably like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I know. But I'm going to do it this way because I know I'm going to wear it if I put it all in one right side. So let's lock that baby up. Get that going. And just pour that in, and we've still got half to go, so another half cup. Pour it in the little prep bowl. You can look on the side. There are your little markers. There we go. There we go. Oh my. And if you want, the great part about these spatulas is you know that cream is really, that whipping cream is really, really thick. So you can use the 3-in-1 to really scrape out and get all of it out. There we go. I'm going to turn this up a notch. It's right there. Rinse my hands. I'm going to wash them too. Just quickly. Not a thorough wash, but good enough for now. That's it. I'm going to actually turn this off for a second, scrape down the sides, just because I know I really want to make sure I get every little last bit of that summer berry in there. And I go down to the bottom because somehow I just don't want to miss anything. And yes, if you guys have this, you know it's not super necessary, but I really want to get every last little bit of those berry pieces from the summer berry and dehydrated berry they have in there. So I'm just going to do that. There we go. And then we're going to whip it good. That's it. Gradually whipping until soft peaks form, and then we're going to fill the pie shell or pre-baked pie crust and smooth top, and then we're going to put the raspberry mixture on it. That's it. Making sure I'm following the recipe right. So we're going to whip that up and get it higher. Woo! Get that pie crust ready, right? Okay. We're going to let that go down, and I'm going to actually try to get it all off. Woo! There we go. There we go. And I'm just going to scrape this all off. It will be thick, people. It will be thick. So you're going to want to get all that good stuff off the mixing paddle. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug this because I know safety first, people, safety first. Put that in the sink. Here we go. Push that aside so you guys can see, right? And we're just gonna, so you guys can see right in there. That's all it is. It's full of berries. It's actually pink. So I find that the package makes it look white. It is totally not white. It's this beautiful baby pink. So if there's any baby showers going out there, if you know, I'm all gender neutral. If you need to be, you want to be, that's a-okay. But if you like pink like me, because I have like a nice pink jacket, pink dresses. If you love pink, you can have a pink party. And look at that. It's so thick, you can see that. but I love this 3-in-1 because I'm gonna get every last ooey creamy bit. Oh, so good. Okay, so this is the one thing about pies and cakes. We are not having a crumb layer. If you guys have ever iced a cake, you know what I mean. You actually are going to not try to pull the crumb from the bottom. So don't push all of it, because it will pull up how thick that kind of, it's almost like frosting texture. It will pull the bottom up, and then you'll end up with crust all over it. So we're just gonna, you know, gently try to start pushing just the top. Don't go all the way down to the bottom. And as you can see there, bring it closer now so you guys can hopefully be able to see. And I'm just gonna take this. I love the 3-in-1 for this, because then I can get everything off without, the silicone makes it so easy. And then I scrape it, and every last little bit is gonna end up in there. So just try to get it kind of as even as possible, because we want to get everybody even Steven around when we go to slice it after. You're probably like, Sandra, what about the raspberry sauce? Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so don't need that anymore. I think I've scraped that clean. So this is the raspberry sauce, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do dollops, and you can either drizzle it on top, right? And try to drizzle it. And you're like, well, there's one last thing to do. We've got to swirl. Not twirl, swirl. I'll twirl. But we're gonna do this. And I swear, I'm like, I really want every last, I do want every last drop. So I'm gonna take my, I have 3 of them, because that's how much I love it, but I don't like cross-contaminating and getting like crumbs in the, you know, the good part. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. So, okay. So if you guys know the swirl trick from doing cakes or anything, all you need is a toothpick now. And here we go. Grab your toothpick. If you can. There we go. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna take the toothpick, and as you can see here, you guys can see that, you're just gonna actually just drizzle it through, and the colder it is, the thicker it'll be and the easier it is. So you're just gonna actually swirl and get it swirling, and just drizzle and pull this sauce through. If you want, you can actually go down deeper and put more in, and it might get into a little bit of the top layer. Super awesome. But you can just pull that amazing raspberries through, and you can see all the colors. I've kind of made really big, I like lots of raspberries, so I'm gonna just pull this here, and you just kind of drag the colors around and swirl with it. I like putting the raspberries everywhere, so don't mind me. And then you're just gonna, and it'll be great because it's just that extra added flavor. But don't forget, I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. No bake. Edible. Don't worry about it. Oh my god, so good. And we're just gonna pop that in the freezer. I think it says for at least 2 hours until set. It is about 2 hours, but that's it. So you now have the no bake, no brainer swirl berry cheesecake for this summer, or whenever you want to fancy a treat. But it's nice because it's cool, no bake, can be done at so many places. Just have the ingredients, and you know what, this is great because you can make it ahead, keep it in the freezer, and just pull it out when you want to have it. Super easy to do. And you know what, you can do it. I know you can. But we gotta pop this in the freezer, and away we go. That's it, done. We've made it. Thank you for staying with me, but this is a big hit with my team. We polished it off because it was that good. And I love baked cheesecakes, so if this one can impress me and the other one Move over, Dairy Queen. I'm telling you, you're gonna want to have these at any function that you have, as well as, you know what, just a nice cool treat. Instead of cheesecake, it's nice having it cold, like almost like blizzard cake. Imagine that. So berries, we've got lime, citrus. I'm planning on trying to combine them one day and see what they taste like. So hopefully you guys are having a great one. And now I'm gonna go chill my cheesecake.